When the world is a kindergarten, the happy children playing there in humanity. This was the vision laid down by none other than the father of early childhood education himself, Friedrich Froebel, about 200 years back. But his vision continues to move in all of us, all of the early childhood educators sitting right here, whoever is implementing his vision till date. I am Seema Tanwar, Managing Director, Kanvaskidz Preschools, and also the founder of a very active NGO in Pune. I had the great opportunity to visit Friedrich Froebel's home and his center and also his grave a couple of years back in Germany, and it was an eye-opener for me. The grave itself, the tomb itself was one of his gifts, was one of his educational toys, which was a three-layered structure. And engraved there was these very words. He was a friend to both adults as well as children, and which is very, very true because his philosophies, his pedagogy continues to live through all of us. The basis of education that he created is being used till date, and it has not only helped the children, but it has also helped each and every teacher and adult. His underlying principle of education, of early childhood education, was freedom with guidance. Now, based on this pedagogy, he created many educational toys which were very intricately and scientifically designed, and till date, they have been used in all the kindergartens. They range from many 3D, three-dimensional structures and go up to two-dimensional structures, goes up till a point. And again, the children can play with the 2D structures and make them back to 3D structures, and which is what forms the basis of coding today, what he devised about 200 years back. The first question that comes to our mind is that why these are called as gifts? Why not simply toys, or why not simply games? The simple reason being that he wanted every child to value what has been given to him, to play with, to learn with. Every gift, every educational toy, such scientifically designed, comes also with a packaging so that the child values it and puts it back to its original form from where it came. Also, because he realized that every child comes with a gift, he wanted all the adults, all the teachers to understand, observe, and realize this gift within a child. The second question that comes to our mind is that every child, if they are playing with the same toys, with the same gifts, is it a child-centric model or is it a teacher-centric model? It is definitely a child-centric model. The reason being that here, again, if we go back to the pedagogy, it says that more freedom and less guidance. This means the child is allowed to explore in multifold ways all these gifts that he has designed, all these scientifically designed educational toys. So the teacher is actually putting less thoughts, less words in the child's mind and is playing more of the role of a facilitator than actually giving instructions. So definitely this is a child-centric model. The gift 1 and gift 2 are very close to my heart. Those are simple yarn balls and cubes, 3-shaped structures. And the second gift actually, which is there on his tomb, can be used in so many multifold ways. When hung suspended with strings from a simple bar, and when they are twirled or rotated, they even appear to change shape, like a cube or a cuboid will be changing shape and it'll appear like a cylinder. And that is what we witnessed, and none of the educators could think about it when we visited Germany. That is what the educators, the trained educators showed us there. And hence, this gift is also called as a children's delight. Now, moving on from gifts to occupations, he not only created gifts, but he had a whole curriculum around occupations as well. And occupations are nothing but various activities that he devised, he created, starting from simple perforations to paper folding, and went up to more complicated activities like weaving, sewing, carpentry, basics of gardening, many things. And the reason why they are called as occupation is again due to two reasons. One, it will keep the child occupied. And secondly, they might pick up one of these occupations when they actually grow up. Out of all the things, the most important fact that he always emphasized was that play is the most important aspect of early childhood learning. And that means free play, which comes without any purpose or objective, where a child is ready to explore things, go out in nature. And that is what kindergarten talks about, a child in nature, where he can empathize with nature. He has a direct connect with nature. And that is how he's learning his foundational numeracy, literacy skills. He is learning his life skills out in the nature. He also divided free play into 3 categories. The first being forms of beauty, there is forms of knowledge, and there is forms of life. The forms of life is where he encouraged the children to replicate what is already existing in nature, whether the child is using occupations or gifts. The child was encouraged to replicate what is already existing in nature. So he's encouraging a child to observe first. So using the child's hands before head. The second comes the forms of beauty, where the child is now starting to explore, imagine, and learn more about creativity. And he then twists some of these structures already created and creates new structures, which is called as the forms of beauty. The third one being the forms of knowledge. Now is the time when he will ask the child to observe what he has made, break it down, count the number of cubes, the shapes, what all different colors he has used. So again, foundations of numeracy, literacy, and even geometry, maths, everything can be taught from all of this free play, from this whole pedagogy. I must say that Friedrich Froebel devised a whole holistic education system in itself. I know that there is a lot of AI and a lot of screens coming into classrooms these days, a lot of blended learning happening. But if we use the kindergarten, the true kindergarten method, which is Friedrich Froebel's method, along with his gifts, his occupation, the free play, and how it has all been devised together, it is a holistic curriculum in itself. We really don't need anything more. Education is unending, and so is Froebel's legacy. With this, I would like to thank Didact for giving me this opportunity to speak here today and refresh my memories of Froebel's visit. Thank you so much.